Why my teenager doesn't understand. We want his best.
Teenagers go through stages in life that we are calling it the smart compass of life. So they're going from being children and having emotions to managing their emotions to independence and then to results. The parents are already in the results area. So you are looking at the problem from a total different perspective. Let's talk about it. When you say that I want the best for my child, you are looking already to the experience that you have had from all this compass of life, from emotions to managing emotions, to independence, to results, and all the failures you have had. But the child cannot see that. Okay. For example, we have a small chihuahua, and she has stroke. And a couple of times I have told my child to give her the medicine for stroke immediately after the stroke. And he said, it's okay. She already had the stroke. I'm like, no, you have to give it to her. And he said, okay. And then he complains that the dog is not okay, doesn't think right. I'm like, did you do that? No. Why? What's the purpose of it? Because it was stroke says already passed. I'm like, yeah, but the stroke can be fixable immediately after it passed. Oh, I didn't know that. A lot of times we presume that our children know what we know. For example, that the stroke is fixable immediately after. For dogs, for humans, for anybody. Like seconds after, minutes after, not hours and days after. So we presume that they know what we know. So here, the easiest way to deal with it is to let them make the mistakes. We are trying to avoid teenagers to make mistakes. And this is why we have a specific program at Anti-Depression Institute called How Life Truly Works, where we're trying to give them in 27 days as many keys of life as possible. So at least when the challenge occurs, they won't be totally unprepared. They'll remember at least 50% of them. And we are planning to build more programs like that. But theoretically speaking, they don't know what you know, and you don't know what they know. Because they are into the smart compass of a life without suffering on a different place. And they see things totally from a different perspective than you do. So the easiest way to deal with it is, okay, this is what I think that is the best for you. You want to do anything else? No problem. Go get it, boy or girl. That's fine. And then when they hit themselves from the result, it's like, now you understand why I told you this? And you have to do this a couple of times. You have to let them go through natural circumstances because we all want to protect them. Yes, as parents, we want to protect them. In a very hard life out there, there is no protection. So they need to learn from mistakes. They need to listen. They need to learn how to listen. So when they're going to make these kind of mistakes 3, 4, 5 times, next time they're going to say, okay, mom, dad, what should I do here? Oh, now you figured out that I'm available for an answer? So they do not see that you want their best because they see things from different perspective. They are on different stages. Maybe you're managing emotion. Maybe you're in the independent stage, which they have to be to separate from the parents within a few years. They're not 2 years old anymore. So they're at those stages confused and they do not see things from the results point of view. You need to let them make mistakes. In the same time, if you want to guide them with the programs we have, so they will understand how life works as much as possible. Yes, mistakes are going to happen. But a lot of times people have to make harsh mistakes to wake up. So did we. Protecting them is not going to work 90% of the times. For any other questions you might have, please make sure you go to mychallenges.org to get your free answer.